Hello everybody, it's Friday Sews time, so stay tuned. Hello lovely people, it's Kaye here and I am so mad. And I've been back to work this week, but I thought I'd catch up with you all on a follow-up of my Friday sews from last week, so 2 in a row, not doing too badly. And Friday sews, as I know you're aware, is the creation of Jen at Today's Sewing Room, and she's created a hashtag for the sewing community to get together on a Friday, approximately, in order for the community to get together and tell us what we've been up to, what's on our mind, what are we sewing, what are our plans, all sorts of lovely things like that. So if you pop the hashtag Friday Sews into the YouTube search bar, then you'll come up with loads of creators just like myself. So hopefully you might be here for the first time, and if you are, welcome. I'd love it if you hit subscribe, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and all the usual malarkey, if that's all right. So as you can see, I followed on from my my thoughts last week about making sportswear. I will put some photos or footage up in here. I am super pleased with this. I confess I have not run. This is 2.5 weeks with no running. This is going to be painful when I eventually get back out there. But I'm inspired to run. If only I had time today to do some running, but I will be back out running. Maybe actually by the time this video comes to you, then maybe I will have been out for a run, and I'll update you next week. But this is the waimae rash guard from Greenstyle Creations, made in the 2 pieces of fabric that I told you about. So this was a remnant, oh no, this is actually is a remnant now, remaining from rainbow fabrics many years ago, and then this lovely tiernite fabrics in the matte lycra. And this is the waimae rash guard top, which has got these lovely panels and so on, which you'll see in the photos. And then I've got the stride tights on there. I'll sit back down because it's easier for you to see the photos of that. So I love this, I absolutely love it. As I say, I haven't run in it yet, so I don't exactly know what that's going to be like. But yeah, hopefully it fits so well. I'm absolutely delighted. I'll put on the screen here the size I made and my measurements, so that you can just have a comparison of what I've made. I've made no fit adjustments to this. The stride tights have got a lot of different options with them, and I made the ultra high rise waistband, and I used the contour waistband. I also did the little, I've not even tried that, there's a little pocket in the top of the waistband here. Look, there's a little, I'm not quite sure what the purpose of that is, but I put it in because when I go, if I get back to doing the park runs, then the park run card will sit really well in there. It's sort of like a credit card size concealed pocket, if you like. I also have the, as you'll see in the footage, you've got the lovely little pockets in the side seams, which are super simple to make. You literally layer one piece over the other, so you've got a top part of the stripe, if you like, and a bottom part of the stripe, and where the two overlay is basically a pocket. Couldn't be simpler. These came together in no time whatsoever. I put them together on the overlocker. It was really straightforward. I didn't make any changes. The only changes I made, she says, didn't make any changes, the only changes I made, is I decided to finish everything with cuffs. I don't know if I can show you my knee here, because on lycra I do find that if you have to fold it over once or twice and then do a zigzag stitch, sometimes it can bag out. It's not the most secure way of doing it, and so I've decided to finish all of my edges as you would a neckband. So this is the standard neckband here, but then I just drafted a little cuff for the bottom of the sleeves and the bottom of the leggings. On the bottom of this t-shirt, I did the faux waistband, where you fold it back on itself and then serge the edge, and then when you fold it back, you've got a what looks like a hem. I keep standing up and sitting down, so I won't show you that right now. But if you head over to Sew Essentials 5 top tips for overlocking, she'll take you through that in more detail, and it is a technique I've talked about a number of times on this channel. But really does just finish off the hem of a jersey top, particularly this aesthetic wear, much more easily ever than just turning it up. And I just picked up the coordinating fabric because I thought that looked pretty cute. I am so pleased with this outfit, and I will report back in coming weeks on what it's been like to run with. I didn't put the clear elastic in the top of the waistband. I don't think I'm going to need to. The compression of these running tights is really good already, and you can see from the pictures there that it is a close fit. The t-shirt isn't designed to be close fit. The only thing I will say is, obviously, I made the trendy tank as well. Now this was a bit more of an experiment, and I can see. I don't see it so much when I'm wearing it, but that's the thing about it, isn't it? I can see that my armbands have puckered the fabric quite a lot. I'm not going to let it worry me that much. I can't see that when I'm running. You can see there's a bit of ruching there, and it's not designed to be a tight fit. So it's when I wear it, that's not disappearing. I think it's actually staying there. But it looks lovely. I'm really pleased with it. I also can see in the picture that I've got stretch lines across here, which probably means that it's not big enough. But again, not enough to worry me. Genuinely, I'm not going to see that when I'm running. I'm just going to feel lovely because I know it looks lovely, and it's only a fellow sewist or something that'd be like, oh, you should have made your neckband and your armbands a little tighter, then it wouldn't be ruching up like that. Said nobody ever. Oh, there's the fake waistband that I was talking about. So I haven't made. How do I show you that? What is the best way to show you that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's turn it upside down. Can you see there? It looks like there's a band, but actually there isn't. And you just fold it up on itself, literally like that. Can you see that? So that's the bottom there, and you serge it or overlock it, and then when you fold it back down, ta-da! And that's what it looks like on the inside. So that's by far and away the easiest way to get a finish on a t-shirt or sleeves, etc. So I'm really pleased with both of these makes. Absolutely delighted. Yeah, I think it looks super cute, despite the ruching and the slight stretching. But this one fits much better, as I knew it would because I've made it before. This one I probably would need to size up a little, and then experiment more on the waist, on the neck and the waistband and things. So the armbands, but you live and learn, don't you? But I think they look amazing. I'm really, really pleased with that. So after such an exciting project like that, I'm never really sure what to do next, and we're still waiting for the summer to turn up full time. But I am lucky enough to be ambassador for Mason Fauve. I made their tromplin trousers, which I know I keep talking about, but I absolutely adore them. And they kindly asked me if I would like to work with some of their PDF patterns. A number of people on the video where I talk about the tromplin trousers say, oh, they're not available in PDFs. I would encourage you to head over to the Mason Fauve either Instagram site, where she's got a highlight about PDFs, or on their YouTube channel where she talks about PDFs. And I can't put it in the same words that she did, but she talks about protecting her designs, because the PDF format, I guess, is open well, it's open to interpretation, isn't it? Because other designers will see the design, because it can travel anywhere in the world very quickly. And plagiarism and things, I think she's been caught out by that before, but also just the general use of files in all industries it's not as secure, is it? So I thought that was really, really interesting, and never heard it talked about in that way before. I'm so used to buying PDFs that it never occurred to me that sort of scenario in terms of other designers taking the designs could be a thing. So they do make PDFs, but they only make PDFs after at least one season of the original design. And I think that's super clever. The other thing she's honest about is the amount of time it takes to scale these patterns up into a PDF and get the file size, etc. She puts it so much better than I do, but that's why. that a lot of the Mason Fauve patterns are in paper format only, which I just thought was fascinating because most companies are going the other way, aren't they? But there must be pros and cons of doing it both ways. Nonetheless, that's a very long way of explaining that I do have been gifted some PDFs of my choice from Mason Fauve, and I was looking ahead to summer, but also it gave me the opportunity to look through their back catalogue available on the website of the PDFs, and there are just some sensational designs, and I've chosen upon 3 of their patterns. The first is the Eclipse jumpsuit. This is just lovely. I think you might call it playsuit actually, but it's got this asymmetric front to it. It's got pockets and then really nice length shorts to them. So you get in and out of the playsuit by a zip at the back, which I just think is so stylish. And I'm actually going to make that. I've already got that cut out, printed out and cut out already, and I'm going to make that in this amazing linen viscose that I got from Little Miss So and So. As you can see there, it's got about 3% stretch in it, which I thought would help with the probably won't crease as much if it's got some stretch in it, but also just to be a super comfortable. So that's really sweet. It's in a sort of a khaki. I seem to have a lot of khaki and a lot of blue and all sorts of things going on at the moment, which is very exciting. So that's the first of the patterns that I've chosen from Mason Fauve. I absolutely adore a playsuit, and I just think they're amazing, or jumpsuits in general, a bit like a dress really, in that it's just an outfit in one, isn't it? So done deal, and I think through the summer that is going to be absolutely lovely. Staying with the format of a jumpsuit, the Faye jumpsuit, this is such a clever design. I'll put the stock photo in here. Oh, I love this. You've basically got a double layer to the top, which is so clever. And in our sort of climate here in England, where you're never really sure if it's going to be warm, you kind of definitely know if it's going to be warm, sometimes it's not so warm, but having a double layer as a top I think is going to be brilliant. And it also makes it look, it's a little bit of a strange concept, because it makes it look like that it's a top and a pair of trousers, but in fact it's a jumpsuit. So you've got this beautiful tapered leg, you've got a V-neck on the top, you've got the option to do the collar. I think that's going to be amazing. I haven't actually chosen a fabric for that yet. I do have that red squiggly fabric that I got from the Stitch Festival, but I think that might be a bit bold. I did order some fabric from Minerva. It's a waimae linen, but actually it's turned out to be coral, which I thought it was going to be red, but it's too pink for me, so I'm going to send that back. But yeah, that's definitely high on my agenda. And then the third pattern I chose is the Ludmilla jersey dress. I love a jersey dress. I think they're so comfortable. Now this is potentially more of an autumn-winter dress. It's design again, it's sensational. You get option to have a faux wrap on this jersey dress, or this beautiful big scoop of a neckline. Again, I'll put the stock photos in here. It's also got this beautiful feature of a really long sleeve, but she's done it so that the sleeve itself is purposefully slightly long, and therefore you get this lovely sort of ruching just from the excess fabric that's quite tight fitting. I think that's going to be amazing. And I do have some, I didn't bring them down with me, but I've got some amazing brown and cream zebra print, which I know is going to be a bold statement, of course, but I just think that would be really lovely. And I'm really undecided as to whether to do the faux wrap or the scoop neck. Let me know in the comments below which you think I should go for. I may end up making that short sleeved, so adapting it slightly, which I think they've done on the website too. But they look amazing. And don't forget, all the Mason Fauve patterns come with full sew alongs. They are in French, but you can either have the sound down and just see the instructions, or listen to the beautiful language anyway, because it is sensational. Or the other option is to change to the auto-generated captions on YouTube into English, which again are always slightly variable, but you kind of get the gist of it. And just, she's such a beautiful designer. Honestly, watching her work is just relaxing in itself. I absolutely love it. So they are my plans for the week. So a relatively short film from me today. I don't think I've got any other patterns or fabrics and things to show you today, but I do like keeping in touch with you all. It's really nice to feel connected to the community. Coming up from me actually over the next few weeks is a mini series that I've been working on, highlighting my favourite patterns for the summer. So I've got 3 of those coming up, so I hope you enjoy watching those. And then when I come back to you, I will have made a whole multiple of things, I expect, so I'll pop on in between all of that and share with you my plans coming up over the summer. But in the meantime, hope you stay safe and well. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I love to hear from you, so please drop me a comment. Let me know what you've got coming up on your sewing table, and which of the Mason Fauve patterns you like the most. That would be great to hear from you. So take care everybody, until next time, see you soon, bye bye.